Alexandra Eala achieved the biggest victory of her career after defeating Jessica Pegula in a dramatic Washington Open final that was played over 2 days. Because of bad weather, the 21-year-old Filipino star fought back from a set down to beat the world. Number 3 by a score of 4-6, 6-4, 6-0, capturing her first WTA 500 title and becoming one of the biggest stories of the summer hardcourt season. The triumph marked another historic milestone for Eala, who continues her rapid rise on the WTA Tour. The final began on Sunday, with Pegula showing why she is one of the most consistent players in women's tennis. The American controlled many of the important points in the opening set and eventually secured it, 6-4 after a series of long rallies. Although Eala showed flashes of brilliance, Pegula's experience and composure gave her the early advantage in the championship match. However, the contest was interrupted by rain and lightning in Washington, forcing organizers to suspend play until Monday. At the time of the suspension, Eala had taken a 2-1 lead in the second set, but Pegula still appeared to have the momentum after winning the opening set. The unexpected break created uncertainty about how the final would unfold when the players returned to the court. When play resumed on Monday afternoon, Eala looked like a completely different player. The Filipino star increased the intensity of her game, hitting aggressively from the baseline and putting Pegula under constant pressure. Her powerful left-handed forehand and fearless approach helped her dictate the rallies and gradually turn the match in her favor. Eala's determination paid off as she captured the second set 6-4, leveling the match at 1 set each. The momentum had clearly shifted, and Pegula struggled to respond to the relentless pace and accuracy of her opponent. Eala's confidence continued to grow as the match entered the deciding set. The third set was completely dominated by Eala. She broke Pegula's serve early and never allowed the American to recover. Pegula, who had looked comfortable on Sunday, suddenly found herself unable to match Eala's intensity and consistency. The Filipino star raced through the set, 6-0 to complete one of the most impressive victories of her career. The road to the title was far from easy for Eala. During the tournament, she defeated several top players, including second seed Elina Svitolina and third seed Naomi Osaka. Those victories had already shown that Eala was capable of competing with the world's best, but defeating Pegula in the final confirmed her status as one of the most exciting young players in women's tennis. The Washington Open title also had a major impact on the world rankings. Eala entered the tournament ranked number 28 in the world, but her remarkable run guaranteed a significant rise. By winning the championship and earning 500 ranking points, she climbed into the top 20 for the first time in her career, reaching world number 20 with a total of 2,106 points. For Pegula, the defeat was disappointing, especially after leading the match before the weather interruption. Nevertheless, the American still earned 325 ranking points as the runner-up and remains in third place in the WTA rankings with 6,625 points. She continues to trail only Aryna Sabalenka and Elina Rybakina in the standings. The financial rewards were also significant. Eala received $252,000 in prize money for winning the tournament, while Pegula took home $155,000 as the runner-up. The prize money reflects the growing importance of the Washington Open, which remains one of the key events leading into the U.S. Open. Eala's victory in Washington could prove to be a turning point in her career, winning a WTA 500 title, defeating multiple top players, and breaking into the top 20 will give her enormous confidence as she prepares for the Canadian Open and the rest of the hardcourt season. Tennis fans around the world are now beginning to believe that Eala has the potential to become a future Grand Slam contender. At just 21 years old, Eala has already achieved something that many players spend an entire career chasing. Her incredible comeback against Pegula, combined with her impressive performances throughout the tournament, has established her as one of the brightest young stars in women's tennis. With her talent, determination, and rapidly growing confidence, the future looks extremely promising for the Filipino sensation. Alexandra Eala capped off a historic week at the Washington Open by defeating Jessica Pegula in the final and claiming her first WTA 500 title. The 21-year-old Filipino star came back from a set down to win 4-6, 6-4, 6-0 in a match that was completed over 2 days due to rain. The victory earned Eala 500 ranking points, $252,000 in prize money, and a breakthrough into the WTA top 20 for the first time in her career. Pegula, meanwhile, received 325 ranking points and $155,000 as the runner-up, remaining third in the world rankings despite the defeat. Eala's remarkable triumph further established her as one of the brightest young talents in women's tennis.